Hello, it's Byron, and thank you for joining me for another home body weight workout. Today I'm going to do a back workout with shoulders, back and shoulder workout. I'm going to use the two chairs to do a below plane, hands behind the back press up, back press, or back lift, what we call them. I'm going to use the two chairs to do it, and then I'm going to mix it up with a downward sloping angle. So this is an upward sloping angle. My body is up, and I'm going to extend my feet out like so, using the two chairs. So I'm going to do wider than shoulder with grip. Just remember, you can do a wider than shoulder, you can do shoulder with grip, or you can do a close in grip, but not below the plane. If you can't do a close hand grip with below the plane, because you can't bring your body below the plane when you're doing it. Anyway, so this one, just use the two chairs, and I'm going to put my hands are just going to be wider than shoulder width. So one of the three basic hand positions. All right, and so just put the chairs basically side by side, and extend my feet out. So, okay, and then look up at the ceiling. Okay, and as you're doing them, just as you're bringing your body below the plane of the exercise, you notice it's pretty difficult. Let your body kind of hang in the weight. Feel the weight, or feel the pressure on your muscles, and just kind of let your body hang in the weight to put as much pressure on your muscles as possible. I'm going to do these, I'm going to jump back and forth, so kind of do them simultaneously. I'll do a couple sets here, and then I'll do the downward sloping angle at the same time. So just jump back and forth, to really like shock the muscle, like I should say. Okay. Okay, it gets pretty tough pretty fast, actually, when you're doing the below the plane exercise, okay? Below the plane. All right, so this way, turn the chair around, okay, and then sit on the floor. I'm going to do my downward sloping angle, basically behind the back. And again, same hand position, wider than shoulder. Hands on the chair, look up at the ceiling. Okay. All right. So it does get pretty tough pretty quick when you're doing the downward sloping angle exercises. So just be aware of that. And whatever your level is, whatever you're working with, the behind the back presses in home body weight workout scheme can be pretty difficult. Can be pretty challenging. Some maybe not. But some people. Okay. Depends on your level of tolerance and of course your level of skill and ability. All right. So make sure you breathe normally. All right. Okay, so we're just going to jump back and forth between these exercises. Taking my sandals off and on. My Crocs. Okay, so let's move these back into position here. Again, wider than shoulder. Hitting my head on the the wardrobe. Don't hit your head on things as you're doing home workouts. That's not advisable. I don't advise that at all. All right, so let's go. We'll jump right back into this. I think it's pretty challenging pretty quickly. So if you need a rest, be sure to take a rest in between. But wow, yeah, you definitely will feel the burn. I'm doing the behind the back exercise, behind the whip and below the plane and behind the back at a wide grip. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty challenging. Whoa. But you notice with behind the back, if you're doing the behind the back chest presses or chest lifts, back lifts, back and shoulder presses and back and shoulder lifts. As you're doing them, you will, you really feel a burn. You really fatigue your muscles very quickly. I guess just because of the hand position, your hands are behind your back. It's basically like a more difficult push-up. It's like a reverse push-up, for your back, but it's more difficult because of the hand position. All right, so again, back to this one. Downward sloping angle. Keep your lower back straight. Always look up at the ceiling. Jeez. Whew. Okay. Take a quick breather if you need one. Of course. Take a quick breather if you need one. If you don't want to kill yourself. Challenging. All right. So let's jump right back into the upward angle, upward sloping angle. All right. Yeah, just keep going back and forth. You can take your quick breaks in between, and try to keep it consistent. Just doing the home workouts, because it just makes it more challenging and it makes it more beneficial, because it's more challenging if you just don't rest too long in your sets. Okay. Let's jump right back in. Alright. It's time for a quick flex, so just give it a quick flex to kind of, tear your muscles a little bit more, rip your muscles a little bit more, and give you some more definition as well. Okay. So just flex the first time. I usually flex for about 20 to 30 seconds. And then I'll usually flex an additional time during the exercise for about 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds. Just adds a little more definition to the muscles, helps to rip them a little bit more. Which I say in practically every video. Alright. 20, 30 seconds of muscle ripping, flexing power. Alright, that should be about long enough. Okay, let's jump right back into this one. Alright, so it's starting to reach some points of failure, getting close to the terminal points of failure, the maxi points of failure. Okay. So, Okay, let's do the downward sloping again. Keep the same hand position. Keep your same hand position throughout the workout. That's my recommendation. Just keep the same hand position. You can change the hand positioning. At least with the same exercise. Keep the same hand position throughout the exercise. Okay. All right. Jeez. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to get close to my terminal points of failure. Getting very, very close. I'm going to slip on my sandals. Back my sandals on. Okay. And let's move right back into this one again. As you start to reach your terminal points of failure, just focus on the negative resistance. Again, even though it goes against what the self-help gurus tell you, focus on the negative. Focus on the negative resistance as you're working out, especially at the end of the exercise. Okay. Okay. And just hold as long as possible. Do your isometrics. You stop and hold. Just hold it as long as possible. Okay. Think of it as you're driving. You're driving to another place. And your mom and your dad says, "Hold it as long as possible." Mom, I have to use the toilet. Hold it as long as possible. No. It's almost the same thing though. With the isometric exercise, you're just holding. You're holding the position as long as you can. All right. Okay. Holding as long as possible. Okay. Alright, so that's getting fairly close to the end. I'll flex one more time for about 10-15 seconds, just to again rip the muscles as they're in their vulnerable fatigued state. So just give it another quick flex to burn the muscles a little bit more, give you a little extra definition. At 10-15 seconds. You don't need to do any more than that after you've done your initial flex or your first flex. Alright, so let's jump back to this one and do another isometric. Stop and hold. Okay. Just hold it as long as possible. Hold it as long as you can. So really, really focus on the negative. Very important. Negative resistance. More important than positive. Okay. But I would say negative resistance is at least equally as important as positive resistance, the upward motion. The downward motion is at least as important, if not more important. All right. Anyway, so that's the workout. You come down here for a moment and pull up a chair. Okay. So that is the complete back of the shoulders and back workout. Fantastic workout, especially because you're varying the angles from the upward angle to the downward angle, which really shocks your muscles and shocks them in a very good way, so that they work hard and they work well. Just the variation in the angles is an excellent way when you're doing a home body weight workout too, to just really shock the hell out of the muscles and give you a really beneficial and muscle tightening, muscle ripping workout. Fantastic workout. Anyway, so this is Byron. Remember what I say? Keep motivated to work out at home, man. It's so quick and easy, man. There's no excuses not to work out at home. Especially if you don't have the time, if you're a traveler like I am, you need something to, something. If there's no gym around, you need somewhere and some way to work out and keep in shape. Especially as we're not getting any younger. I'm not getting any younger. Nobody's getting any younger. So, stay healthy, stay away from the doctor. One excellent way to do that, in addition to eating well, is to exercise. Exercise at home without injuring yourself. Anyway, keep motivated to work out at home. This is Byron. Thank you for joining me, and see you in the next video. Everyone stay strong out there. See you.